Tonino Picula, you're a member of the Croatian Parliament. You've come here as one of the observers for the first time. It's not your first experience, though, of international politics, is it?
Yeah, I started 20 years ago as International Secretary of the Social Democratic Party of Croatia, and I've been International Secretary for 7 years and then become a Foreign Minister of my country. It was a first SDP-led coalition and government in the history of Croatia, and after that I've been even a mayor of the time I was living in, and now I'm at the threshold of the European Parliament.
Now, there are 12 observers who've been at this session of the Parliament, but in fact there are still a couple of issues remaining in Croatia, chapters that need to be closed. One of those is on the justice issue. What is the problem there?
The judiciary must be more efficient in a way, and we need to prove that we are following certain standards of European Union. And of course it's a war crime lawsuits. In a way they are in the focus of international community.
As far as the shipyard issue is concerned, you're going to be obliged to privatize the shipyards if you can find buyers for them.
Yeah, of course. The shipyard industry is a century-old industry in Croatia. It's emblem of our industry period of time. But now they went into the trouble, and we delivered billions of billions of money for subsidizing non-efficient shipyard industry. But now we need to put an end to that behavior before we enter the European Union, and half of it will be privatized. But it's still a question mark what government can do with the rest of it. But we are still believing that it's possible to do something.
I actually come from the town of Jarrow in the northeast of England, where the big shipyard there was closed, created 85% unemployment and more, and the men marched to London in protest, the famous Jarrow March of 1936. I mean, can you imagine the shipyard workers of Croatia staging something similar themselves?
Oh, of course. It's a lot of frustration, of course, and we try to keep all channels open to unions and workers to describe them what we can do in order to compensate the losses of the jobs. And that discussion is still going on. We are all on the table for the moment.
What do you think the EU will bring to Croatia? In what way will Croatia and the Croatian people, in the longer term perhaps, gain from being part of this union?
If you're a citizen of the relatively small-sized country with a couple thousand kilometers long borders with your neighbors, you need to be open. You need to show the world, the European continent, that you are part of it. Croatia is a touristic country. We can offer our services. 22% of our GDP is coming directly from touristic sector. So in a way we are dependent on the European Union. So I think that the membership, when we are full-fledged member of the European Union, can make Croatia even more attractive for investment and for direct coming into our country.
What do you feel has been the benefit of your experience this week? What have you made of your first week as observers, as the leader of the observers here?
Yes, it's always chaotic. During the first week you enter this labyrinth of the building. But we were very warmly welcome, and our political groups, they in a way show us a way, inform us about basic procedures and how to act and how to react in certain problems. But it's up to us to use our instruments and the tools within the European Parliament to promote not only interest of our political groups, but the country as a whole. What
has been your sort of main experience? What memory will you take back from this particular week as an observer here?
Yeah, you know, I met so many familiar faces. I'm in a foreign policy of my party, of my country, for more than 20 years. And now I found here, along these corridors and halls, so many people I met first time during that 20 years, and now they are all here with all his or her experience. So I'm looking forward to communicate and cooperate with that people. They got know-how. I'm absolutely sure that they are a group of the people absolutely capable and willing to resolve even the most difficult problems. I'm looking forward to work with that people.
Tonino Picula, thank you very much indeed, and welcome.